This is a general reading for Gemini for December 8th through the 14th. So if Gemini is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, for the month of December, I'm going to offer a 30-minute complimentary reading for one person who either subscribes in the month of December or puts a comment in the month of December, and one person will be randomly selected. Know that I do read all of your comments. I thank you so much for your support of the channel, Gemini. And also, if you like the video, please hit the like. With the subscriptions, the comments, and the likes, that helps to build up the channel, and then more people can become aware of it. Now, to subscribe, it's absolutely free. It costs nothing. If you think you're a subscriber, look at the video and see, does it say subscriber? Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes folks, and all you have to do is subscribe again. It's free to be a subscriber. The advantage is that you would be considered for that complimentary reading. You'll be notified when the videos come out, and it helps the channel. The other thing that I have available is I'm again offering readings if you want your own personal reading. What's coming up for next year? Are you curious about that? Well, you could get your own personal reading. Also, if you have that person that's hard to shop for that present in December, think about giving them a gift of their own reading. So if you're interested, it's $30 for half an hour, 30 minutes, either live or video, or $50 for an hour, live or video, and all you do is send me an email, and that starts the process. Now, I have here my crew today. I have Nina on the table, and she's been cold. You know, it's cold outside, even though my house is warmer than it was last year. So I wrapped her up in a nice wool scarf, so she's all tucked in, so you'll hear little Nino snores. Jason's in the bedroom. Milo went back into the sitting room. He was up here for a while, and Hope is in the kitchen. Now, and the kittens are outside. They're sisters, and they're so cute because they come in at night through the window and they sleep in the pantry. They're feral, but they're not feral now. They wouldn't let me pick them up, but they're not running like they did, and they know that I feed them. So that's my crew, and I have developers looking at my house, so there's a possibility I'm going to be selling my house in the next couple of weeks. It does have some work that needs to be done, and there's a lot of refurbishing of houses because property is becoming limited in Portugal for refurbishing, redoing houses. Houses are empty for years and years and years because of the inheritance laws. You know, they go to all the, you can have 5 kids that inherit a house. Everyone has to agree on how that house would be sold. If not, it just sits there for years. So those buildings are now being refurbished because they're running out of houses in the larger areas of larger cities. And so like in our little village, lots of houses that have been empty for years are now being refurbished so that they can be occupied, sold and occupied by families, which is great. So mine does have some work that needs to be done. I had a lot done, but it still needs some done. So I had a developer this week that looked at it, and then probably next week I'll have another developer. So I might be moving back to the US real soon. And my fur babies will be coming with me. Now I've shuffled the cards, and I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. So let's see what we have coming up for you in this month, this week in December. And the very first card we have is the Page of Pentacles. You're going to hear a message about money, something that you've been waiting for, crossed over by lots of money. You're going to be hearing, it could be a job, it could be an inheritance, it could be a raise, it could be some sort of financial thing that's been pending. At the base of it is the High Priestess. Follow your intuition. Behind you is the Page of Cups. Crowning you on your mind is the Wish card. Now, actually, Taurus got the same thing. It got the Wish card crowning. Then we have, oops, and I got to get another card. We have the Star ahead, which I have to put this here so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. So ahead of you is the Star. So what's ever going on is destiny. It is part of what you set out to do before you came back this time. So you're right on track, what's ever going on. And then we have the Three of Cups. I haven't gotten that very much lately, this celebration. Three of Cups, the Justice card, the Three of Wands. So we've got two threes. We've got some themes going on here. Three of Cups, Three of Wands. And the final outcome is the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands with the Ace of Wands. Ending and beginning. Three of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. Justice card with the Five of Cups. Three of Cups with the King of Cups. Then we have ahead of you, the Four of Wands. The Wish card with the Eight of Cups. Behind you, the Ten of Swords. That's behind you. But that's a 10. So you have three tens. The Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. So that's a completion. Follow your intuition, the High Priestess, with the Page of Swords. Clarity is coming to you. And then we have the Hierophant. That's conventional thinking, can be government, crossed over by the Ace of Swords. So, how many aces? Oh, we got Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. New beginnings. So it's definitely the ending of and the beginning of with the cards that are here. Absolutely. So, do you feel like you're ending a chapter? Ready to close the door, move on to new endeavors, new things? Yes, you are. And your wish, it's interesting that what's on your mind, the wish card, is the Eight of Cups. Moving forward, feeling that there was something incomplete and you don't know what it is, but you're searching. That's what's on your mind. What was missing in your life? As you're completing that chapter and wanting to look forward and what are you going to manifest, you're looking at what was missing. What are you going to add to manifest in the future? Because, and it's also got the moon, so that some things that you have to meditate, which you have the High Priestess, so it's time to sit quietly and to introspectively look at what was missing as you complete this, so that when you're manifesting and adding to what you want, that you look at what you want to include in the future. Because we have here, your reading is about a message about money, lots of money. Now it could be a raise. It could be a job that pays very well. It could be that you've been waiting for a settlement because you're getting a message and it's about lots of money coming to you, the Ten of Pentacles. So it's good. Inheritance. Someone's been waiting for an inheritance, yes. And so it's about time they're going to wrap it up. Yes. Why? Because some of the other parties in it want things to be done because it's the end of the year and they have things they want to buy for the holidays. And also the executor wants it closed up so they can close their books and they can be compensated. That's part of it if it's an inheritance. But there's a message about money. Could be settlement, could be a job offer, could be a bonus. There's some good things coming. And then the Hierophant, which is conventional thinking or government, and new opportunities, the Ace of Swords, which is, the Ace of Swords is clarity, cutting through and clarity. So you're going to get some information which gives you the clarity, insight, so that you can make wise decisions as you plan for your next steps. Because at the base of it is the High Priestess following your intuition, and the Page of Swords. Again, Page of Swords, information that's going to give you clarity. What this is saying is you have the Eight of Cups crowning you, which is that and it has the moon in that card right here. This is crowning you. So there's some things that aren't revealed that are going to take time for you to have some introspection, which is your High Priestess. What is it that you felt was missing that you're searching for? Was it relationship and there was something missing? Was it a job? And that, what would you change if you were looking for a new job? Is it yourself? Maybe you want to change some things about yourself. You're on a search. And it's time to take your time with the moon to meditate, because some things are unclear of what you want to manifest. Because at the base of it is a High Priestess following your intuition, and you're going to get some insight. The Page of Swords is information coming to you. So it could be from your spirit guides, it could be from your introspection, it could be from messages from other people around you. Could be hearing something of people talking around you, or research. From that information, follow your intuition as to next steps. Because behind you was the Page of Cups and an unfair situation. Now, the Page of Cups is related to home, and the Ten of Swords can be a breakup of a relationship. It could be related to home. It could be also related to an inheritance. But you've got the Ten of Swords, which is the ending of a cycle. Because you have the final outcome also is the Ten of Wands. So it's ending a cycle, new opportunities coming. So this is behind you. So it could have been a breakup, but you got a message and it was very hurtful. You felt stabbed in the back, whatever that is. It doesn't even be a domestic relationship. It could be family, for example. That you got a message and you felt there was a lot of discord, and you felt like there was a sense of betrayal, a stab in the back. It can be I see a breakup, and this is about a relationship, and it can be family members also, almost like a tearing apart. Now, that's in the past. It can be healed, but it's going to take time if you want to heal it. But at this point, this is that Ten of Swords, really feeling a sense of betrayal, of hurt, of a message that you received. And it could be a domestic relationship. It could be like a partner. It could be a family member. It could be related to home. But it was very hurtful to you, because what's on your mind is your wish and moving forward. So it could be, if this was a breakup of a relationship, then, and you're moving forward, and the moon, then as you go forward, what was missing from that relationship? Because if you were in a relationship, you would have had the clues that something wasn't right, even though you ignored it. And so then you have to look at what were the clues, what were the signs, because your wish is for you to move forward. Move forward and get clarity of what was missing. Because ahead of you, which is very good, is your happy home. And it's right on it's in the stars. So that's right ahead. You could be moving to a new home. It could be an understanding. It could be celebration. It could be stability. It could be, relationship. In some instances, it can be an engagement. It can be a wedding, but it's right ahead of you. For someone, it can be a relationship, which is destiny, which would indicate a soulmate, because it's someone from your soul cluster that you knew in a previous, before you incarnated in this life, and then this person comes into your life because it comes with the star card. For others, it could be happy home, because this is the season when people are traveling and getting together with family members. Or it could be that this was behind you and now there's some resolution. It's after going through a very trying time, then you have some peace. You have some clarity after a time of difficulty. Then it is smoother and you are more at peace. Things start falling into place. It could be that whatever that situation is, that those parties are not involved, but then you find your sense of community, of the support that you have in your happy home. That other people are around you that are giving you the love and support. That's very possible there. Because what's on your mind is a celebration with the King of Cups. Could be a family get-together. It could be someone coming into, this is the overall about this. It could be moving to a new home. King of Cups can represent a person. It can represent a home. It can represent a relationship. But there's like a celebration. It can be getting together with family during the holidays. That's also possible. And into the home with your Four of Wands. And then we have the Justice card and the Five of Cups. I think this is, for some, it can be that domestic thing. And the Justice card, either that you made a decision about it, or it can be possible relationships coming forward. You have to make a decision about that. You look at the Five of Cups. It's healing your heart from something that didn't work out. It's 3 cups spilled, 2 on the shelf, which means look at, these are the things that you're reflecting on. Looking at, what were the clues that were here? What were the warning signs? What were the red flags, so that you would have discernment in the future? And the 2 cups, what would you look for in the future? What was your role in this? What would you do differently? Could be new opportunities. I just saw something move there. I think maybe an orb move. It could be new opportunities coming to you. And you're a little bit hesitant as you reflect on this. With a decision, the Justice card. It could also be dealing with the aftermath of this breakup, and the Justice card, which can be settlement of property, finances, legal things involved with the courts, or decisions related to that, or it can be your decisions about whether you want a new relationship. Either way. Because then we have ahead here, this is very good, the 3 of Wands, the ships coming in and balancing what you want. You have options now. The ships are out in the harbor. You're not moving to them and they're not moving to you. But you have options and you're balancing. What are your choices? What do you want? That's actually, what do you want? Because you're following, it goes right into this. Your 8 of Cups, what do you want? Right there, there's the balance and what do you want? This is on your mind. And the High Priestess, following your intuition. So you're balancing the options that you have. And then, thinking of your 8 of Cups, what do you want to include this time? That's what you are mulling in your mind. And then the final outcome is your heavy burdens but new opportunities. The Ten of Wands is actually the end of a cycle. You have those heavy burdens, but you see the end of it and new opportunities that you can let go of one thing and move on to the next. In the other deck, it shows that it's a lit road with the lights along the way so that you can see the end of this cycle, and this is moving on to new opportunities. So it's definitely the end of and the beginning of for you. So it's ending that cycle, Gemini. New opportunities. And you have 2 tens, which means it's the end of, and you have the new beginnings. Oh, you have 3 tens, the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of the tens, you have new opportunities. And you have messages about following your intuition. The High Priestess and the 8 of Cups take time to figure out what next steps. This is, oh, okay. When you're building something, and I see that you're building, it's like building a home, and you're at the point of laying the foundation with the concrete. That's where you are right now. And then you're going to build on it. So you're laying the foundation. I see the old cement mixer, you know, where it's going around and round and round, and you're pouring the cement. And that's where you're laying your foundation, and then what you want to build on that. And that's what you're balancing and looking at your 8 of Cups, what you want to include in the next chapter. Now, let's pull your wisdom of the Oracle. I heard Hope out there. Poor old Hope, you know, he's got his eye drops because the vet said that he could get vision back in his eye, but then he doesn't see the food dishes, and then I hear him kick the food, and I hear the kibbles. So he must have woke up, and then he wanders a bit in the kitchen. Angels and archangels and spirit guides, what do we have in cards for Gemini for this week coming up? What new opportunities does Gemini have? Angels and archangels and spirit guides are the light. Thank you. Okay, and I have this right there with that. Oh, now Hope's trying to lay down because I can hear him trying to fluff up the floor. He scratches the floor. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Okay. The first card we have is all that glitters. Now, isn't that interesting? That's your discernment. Because all that glitters may not be true. It can be shiny, but it can be fake. So use discernment in figuring out what you want next. And I studied a lot of rocks and minerals and crystals when I first got into this. And, fool's gold is called pyrite. And if you look at it, and I had some pyrite, it's shiny and it does look like gold. It's fake. It's not gold, but it looks shiny. So sometimes something that's shiny that looks valuable isn't valuable. The card we have is TikTok. And this is about timing. So TikTok is that timing is linear, and that, let me read what it says about this, because timing is all, it's the universe timing. And if you, for me, what Spirit told me a week ago, or a couple of weeks ago, is let it go. Which means that I was like, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Yeah, and I know that probably, that's a very common concern for people. And Spirit said, let it go. Because if you want something and you say, okay, bring me the job, or I have the job. And then if you keep going, when is it going to happen? You're like turning it over to the universe and then grabbing it back. Turning over to the universe, grabbing it back. So let it go is I have the job, and let it go, and it's the divine time. The divine time. Now, the card for this, for TikTok, is timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. And this is for me, it was a very hard lesson because it had to do with me and my control. I want to control things. And so it's timelessness, trusting the universe to have the right time. Because it's also protection for you, for the timing. someone's got a real issue parking their vehicle out there. I know who that is. So it's timelessness, trusting that it's in the flow of the universe. And then we have, right here, come to the edge, which is willing to take risks. And for some of you, maybe there's new opportunities because you have that 8 of Cups crowning you. Maybe you have been playing it safe, thinking, oh, I can't do that, I don't have the skills, I don't want to take the risk. Well, this is going to the edge. Your limits are imposed by you. Those are your limits, not anybody else's. It's like the 8 of Swords, where you're not being able to move forward. It's the limits you place on yourself. So, for example, if you have a career that you wanted, or even applying for a manager job, or you see jobs posted, and you go, oh, I sure would like to do that job, but I don't know if I have the skills, and that, all that self-doubt. The limits that you have are those limits you impose on yourself. So stretch. That's what Spirit is saying. Stretch, reach, because when you stretch and reach, then you go past that barrier that you put there yourself. It's your barrier. It's nobody else's barrier. You put the barrier there. You go through there, and you could be applying for a job that you think, oh, they won't hire me, but you have everything they want. That you have all of the other basic skills, and that they see that you really would fit in, and you get that job, and then you flourish because you were able to push through that barrier that you put there. And that's what the Spirit's saying. Push through that barrier that you put there because it was self-imposed by you, and once you push through it, you will have the rewards that you're seeking. Okay, now we're going to pull the I Ching. Anita's snoring here. Okay. And angels and archangels and spirit guides, please show me the card that you have here for our Gemini. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. What's the card for our Gemini for this week? There they go, trying to park again. I think it's that little city bus that they have, because his spot is right out front. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. What's the card here? Is this it? Right here. Okay. Containment of potential. Now, isn't that interesting? Containment of potential. I think that goes along with what Spirit was saying about stretching. 26. This points to the command and control of great power, a power that increases as it is widely stewarded, like a river that has been dammed, or a pot of boiling water with a lid clamped on it. Holding and containing power produces enormous potential. During normal times, daily ritual and habit keep life ordered and serene. In terms of exceptional opportunity, the force of a powerful personality is required. Focused attention is required to channel this potential and achieve supreme success. You have considerable reserves of energy and support to draw upon. This is an excellent time to nurture creativity by collecting and organizing your best ideas, and plans. Now, even large and difficult undertakings can be successful. A hidden source of power for those who wish to do noble deeds is the study of the past. The lives of wise and successful men and women are like treasures buried in the earth. Good fortune comes to those who unearth such valuable treasures by applying the lessons of the ages to their current situation. Okay, and remember, the limits that you have are the limits that you imposed, no one else. That's what Spirit's saying. Now I'm going to pull your Louise Hay affirmation card. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And if you'd like a reading, maybe you'd like a reading for next year or a gift for someone, send me an email. That starts up the process. And what's the affirmation card that we have for our Gemini? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. That's for somebody. And let's pull another one here. My thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. There you go. Okay. And then our meditation card for this week. And this, in the month of December, people are going to be traveling to join family. I wish you very safe travels and good memories. And with all the inclement weather coming up, please be safe, prepared. If you're in an area that might have some, challenges with weather, be sure to be prepared. Like you have your bottled water, you have your canned foods. Oh, and be sure with that you have a can opener. If you have cans, you might need a can opener because you won't have, may not have electricity. So, be prepared and be safe. And angels and archangels and spirit guides with this message for our Gemini for this week. Right here. Attract. Like the moon in the ocean, you attract good things into your life. Look at that. There you go. What do you want? There's your 8 of Cups. What do you want to attract into your life? I see. You are the sculptor of your life. I see the clay, and that you can form it into anything that you want for your manifestation. Okay. And until next time, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.